I grew up in West Virginia. My mom had me when she was 15 years old. Mom and dad never got married. My life looked like a lot of moving around because my mom had different husbands, different boyfriends. So I had like 100% freedom as a 7th, 8th grader, and with not having so much stability. Kind of just started trying out whatever I wanted to do, started doing drugs, alcohol, girls. But after a while, I started getting really exhausted from that. And my dad had always talked to me and was like, hey, if you want to ever come live with me, you can. And just the year prior, he moved from North Carolina to California. So we go to Fresno, we pack into our house, and one goal that was on my mind was to find a church. My friend invites me to an outreach night. So I'm like, okay, I've been looking for a church. I'll go check it out. And I come check it out. I started meeting friends and coming every Wednesday night. And so halfway through my sophomore year, when I start really getting into church and my relationship with Christ, COVID happened. My dad and stepmom were very strict with COVID, so I wasn't able to go to church in person. October 2021, I'm at Home Depot with my dad, and he tells me, yeah, my eyes were looking pretty yellow yesterday, so I went to the doctor, and they said I probably have cancer. A month and a half later, he dies from cancer. In January, my stepmom, really burdened by grief and doesn't know how to cope, she kicks me out of her house, and I had nowhere to go. So me and Derek, the youth pastor here, we're close, so I tell him what's going on, and he calls me and he says, hey, I talked to Aubrey and we want you to come move in with us. Like, when can we pick you up? And so I pack up all my stuff in 3 or 4 days. I move in with him. We get things situated with the school. After a couple weeks of living with Derek and Aubrey, I felt like that was more of a home for me than I had ever really felt at my previous house. And they just poured love into me. And there's something that Pastor Sean says. It's you really start to look at your life and your relationship with Christ through trial, trauma, and transition. And I was kind of going through all three. And so I was really able to look at my life, and I feel like at points like that, you either dig into God 100% or you dig into the world 100% with drugs and stuff like that. And I had already tried the drugs, tried the alcohol, tried everything else. And I was just praying one day, and I was like, God, like, I'm just gonna trust you with 100% with everything. And so I didn't get my self-worth from what people thought of me, because I felt so secure in knowing that the creator of the universe deeply loves and knows me. And that was just really comforting to me. Clovis Hills is quite literally the reason why I have a home.
Hi, my name's Colin Webb. I've been raised to life and I'm all in.